Hi, my name's Jordan and I run a marketing strategy company called Done by Nine alongside my wife, and we use the EOS system and being coached by Adam Harris. He is our implementer, our EOS implementer. We were introduced to EOS via the book Traction. We also were invited to an EOS kind of forum up in Auckland where we sat down with other businesses and really got an understanding about how EOS worked. I've also been fortunate enough to visit the EOS conference in Melbourne, Australia, and it really got me embedded into understanding how having a really decent business process would be valuable. I guess the biggest challenge we were facing is, we're a young business, we're only 5 years in age, and being a young, small business, growing company, it's hard to keep on top of all the different things that we have to focus on. So for example, for me, I felt as I was wearing a lot of the different hats, and having to face all of the problems myself, and being able to actually understand where I sit in that accountability chart, what my particular role is, where the rest of the team kind of sit on there as well, and then understanding how to use like issues and setting rocks and things like that have all been instrumental in helping us get a bit of clarity. And I think one of the most notable changes that I've felt throughout this whole process has been just getting a bit more clarity into where the business is heading, because that's always been one of my big struggles, as well as overthinking where we want to be over the next 10 years or 5 years or 3 years in 1 year plan. So overthinking that and not being able to actually get something into action and kind of manifesting that. I think also the accountability chart has been a massive game changer for us. Understanding where I sit in that organisation, where Jacqueline sits in the organisation and the rest of the team, where they kind of fit around it. That's been massive for us to understand and not to feel guilty for being able to push stuff back onto the team. Like, that's been a massive big change for us as well. The level 10 meeting has been another tool that, once we embedded it within the organisation, has been another fantastic tool to just bring up and get better understanding of our meeting cadence. And then the rocks has also been a big game changer for us as well, because it means that we can get the team embedded in actually trying to help us grow the organisation and make it a better place to work and a better place for us to be able to serve our clients. So look, if you were considering doing EOS, it's a great program. I've got a couple of people that I know in business who are self-implementing it, and no offence to them, but they're definitely not getting as much traction as what I feel as though we are, because we are using an EOS implementer like Adam. Adam's great. We have some awesome sessions with him where we'll sit down, and I feel as though that he's just a great facilitator of conversations. He gets us out of the weeds, which he does often. He picks up on conversations when they are going into a tangent, puts us back on track, gets it really clear. I think you walk away from those days with him, with a heap of clarity. You feel pumped, ready to take on the next challenge, and like you've got a real good kind of idea about where we're heading before we have to meet with them again and kind of start that process over again. So he's a real good coach, really supportive, and if you're considering going through EOS or using Adam as an EOS implementer, I 100% would encourage you to do it, because it's been a game changer for us, and we're looking forward to continuing through the process over the coming years.